Oval Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.
Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's the 10th of February, 2026. It's the morning after the night before, where the banks woke up to the realization that they were not Basel III compliant. And now we are about to see the aftermath of what that actually means. In the UK, as an example, the Bank of England technically should have gone bankrupt yesterday. But then the PRA, the Prudential Regulation Authority, stepped in, which happens to be the Bank of England's own regulator, stepped in and said, we need to wait until January 2027. Otherwise, we're going to go bankrupt. Now, it's going to be very interesting as they posture to see what the Bank of International Settlements has to say, because they've warned them, and they've warned them. And we'll see who wins this battle, whether the PRA or the BIS are the most powerful, because the Bank of International Settlements is the central bank of central banks. And technically, they should have the final say. The Prudential Regulation Authority are second in line. And for them to come out and try and protect the Bank of England from going bankrupt, well, we'll wait and see what plays out. It's going to be a very interesting week to see what really happens in this battle between authorities and the pecking order. Because the Bank of England, which is the central bank of the UK, and obviously the hub of British finance, is on its knees. What's going to happen? I don't know, but it's going to be fun to watch. Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. Well, following on from that, UK borrowing costs surged as pressure mounts on Prime Minister Keir Starmer, rattling markets before easing as officials stepped in. Higher yields mean higher costs across the economy. In Japan, the nickel 225 hit a record high after Prime Minister Sunai Takichi's election win boosted confidence. UK nerves, Japan surges. Now, Charlie, when they say officials stepped in, does that mean printing more money? Just asking for a friend.
Well, this is what they've done for a long time, and they've been able to do it without people knowing. But right now we're watching the Bank of International Settlements, who are watching the Bank of England, who are watching all of the central banks, and they're all being exposed. I've said many times on this show, the light exposes the darkness. We never ever saw the darkness when we were in the dark. But now the light is on, we can all see what's going on. It's a very, very interesting time to be alive. I would remind everybody who's watching that what we're going through right now is all pantomime. It's all part of the exposure. And as we talked about Keir Starmer there, he and Zelensky are the globalists' puppets in the movie. And if you look at it as a movie, you'd say both of them deserve an Oscar because they're playing their role very, very well. But if you're looking at it as the real world, you'll be petrified. So don't look at it through the eyes of this is really happening. Look at it through the eyes that you're watching a movie, and Keir Starmer and Zelensky, as the globalists' puppets, are doing a good job in exposing this whole system as it collapses. The whole system was collapsed in 2021, 22 and 23, and it was way too dangerous for it to be done in real time. So it was done then, and now you're watching what happened with a little bit of artistic license. So don't live in fear. Enjoy the show, but it's absolutely bonkers. Drew.
Next up, Ghislaine Maxwell has declined to answer questions about Jeffrey Epstein, during a session with a US House of Representatives committee, invoking her Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. In a minute, isn't that why she was there, Charlie?
That's exactly why she was there. And this whole pantomime is to wake up the thickos, the people that are not awake yet. Is to say, we're going to invite you in here to talk about something, and then you turn round and go, well, I'm going to invoke the Fifth. I'm not going to tell you anything. It's the same with the DOJ, who said that they're not going to prosecute anybody on the Epstein list. Those who believe it's in real time are angry and frustrated and pissed off. Those who know that they're watching a movie know that these people were already dealt with at military tribunals 2, 3, 4 years ago. So you can't retry somebody that has already been executed or has already been dealt with. So wake up to the facts. Wake up to the facts that you're watching a movie and enjoy the movie, because you keep saying to me, I want to see the evidence. Well, now you're seeing it. The fact that it happened 3 years ago, and I told you 3 years ago when it was really happening, now you're watching the movie of what happened 3, 4 years ago. So you can see it for yourself. And because they cooperated, you're not going to see all of the facts about what they did, because they cooperated so the world wouldn't know exactly what they were involved in. Some we will. But there's a lot that we won't. So rest in peace, everything is done. Rest in peace that everything is under control of God. We're in a very, very good place. And for the stuff we can't talk about here on the daily news, join the Insiders Club, where we can talk about things that we can't talk about in public, at charlieward.com. The Insiders Club is every Wednesday and every Saturday. And this week, we've got some very interesting guests on Wednesday and on Saturday that will explain a lot more stuff that we can't talk about in public. We'll see you later. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Oval Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.